Welcome to another edition of Tool School. Today we're going to discuss some very specific fusible products from Clover and Nancy Zeman. Today we're going to talk about 4 different fusible products. We're going to talk about our Create Strap, Fuse and Gather, the Wrap and Fuse Piping Maker, and then the double-sided basting tape. Many times when we're making bags or purses we need straps for them, or even for certain fashion accessories we can use a strap, or certain things like tops of pockets that might need a little reinforcement. So those straps are very easy to make using the Create Strap Fusible. You simply cut the fusible the length that you need, lay it on your fabric, iron it in place, and then with a straight edge and a rotary cutter trim the edges. Simply fold it over, iron it in place. If you need both sides cleaned off, then you can just put some bias tape or some ribbon and finish that off. And then you have a perfect strap. The second thing we would like to talk about today is the Wrap and Fuse for making your own custom piping. It comes in 2 sizes, a thicker size that's used mainly for home deck, but a smaller size which is fashion and home deck. You simply cut your fabric the width that the instructions indicate on the back. You wrap that with your fabric and then you fuse it in place. Vonnie Hannafin has a technique she calls iron basting, where you simply baste it in place till you get it done and then simply iron in place. Once it's all ironed smooth, you're free to sew on your fabric, fold it over and iron, and you have your finished piping. The interesting thing about this is it's very flexible, and as you can see you can even do mitered corners with it. The third thing we'd like to talk about is our Fuse and Gather. A lot of times when we're trying to gather, it's very difficult to get it to be very, very even, very consistent. It's very easy with the Fuse and Gather. You cut the tape the length that you need, you fuse it on, you can stitch or tie these 2 ends together. There's 2 little nylon cords that come down the middle. Once you have this fused and the end tied, then it's just simply a matter of manipulating your fabric to the position you want, and then you're free to iron that in place and then sew that in place for perfect gathers. The last thing we like to talk about is our double-sided basting tape. You simply cut the length that you need, lay it on your fabric, iron in place, remove the protective paper off the top, lay your second layer of fabric down, and iron that in place. So 4 very usable, fusible tools.